and let's dive into the sunny world of sunflowers. Sunflowers have been cultivated for thousands of years. They're native to North America, where indigenous peoples began growing them as early as 3000 BCE. They weren't just admired for their beauty. Sunflowers were an essential crop. The seeds were eaten raw, roasted, or ground into flour, and the oil was used for cooking and skincare. In fact, sunflower seeds were also used to make dyes, and their stalks served as building materials or fuel. Now let's fast forward to the 16th century, when Spanish explorers took sunflowers back to Europe. There they became popular ornamental plants and eventually spread worldwide. By the 18th century, Russia had embraced the sunflower for its oil production. Sunflower oil gained particular prominence because the Orthodox Church allowed it to be consumed during Lent, unlike butter or other animal fats. By the 19th century, Russian varieties were reintroduced to the United States, where they became a staple crop once again. Today, sunflowers are grown globally, admired for their adaptability and stunning appearance. Countries like Ukraine and Russia remain some of the largest producers of sunflower oil, making it a key ingredient in their cuisines and economies. Now let's talk about the many uses of sunflowers, because they're far more than just a pretty face. First, sunflower oil. Sunflower oil is one of the most popular vegetable oils in the world. Known for its light flavour and high smoke point, it's widely used in cooking and baking. Sunflower oil is also rich in vitamin E and omega-6 fatty acids, making it a staple in skincare products. For example, it's used in moisturizers and anti-aging creams for its hydrating and antioxidant properties. Beyond the kitchen and cosmetics, sunflower oil is also utilized in industrial applications such as biodiesel production, offering a renewable energy source. Sunflowers have edible seeds. Roasted sunflower seeds are a healthy snack, packed with nutrients like protein, magnesium, and selenium. They're also used in baking, added to granola bars or sprinkled over salads for an extra crunch. The seeds and leftover plant matter can be used as a nutritious feed for animals, making sunflowers a multi-purpose crop for farmers. Sunflowers are also important for pollinators. They're a favourite for bees, butterflies and other pollinators, supporting biodiversity and aiding nearby crops that rely on pollination. A surprising fact is that sunflowers have incredible environmental benefits. They play a significant role in phytoremediation, the process of cleaning up contaminated soil and water. For example, sunflowers were planted near Chernobyl after the nuclear disaster to absorb radioactive isotopes like cesium-137 and strontium-90 from the soil. Similarly, they have been used to remove heavy metals such as lead and arsenic from industrial waste sites. This makes them invaluable in efforts to restore polluted lands and ecosystems. Of course, apart from all these benefits, sunflowers make wonderful cut flowers. Their blooms brighten up any room and are a staple in summer bouquets. Many varieties are bred specifically for the cut flower industry due to their long vase life and vibrant colours. If you're thinking of growing your own sunflowers, they are remarkably easy to grow, making them perfect for gardeners of all levels. Here are some tips to help you get started. First, choose your variety. There are many sunflower varieties to choose from, like giant sunflowers like Mammoth Russian that can grow up to 12 feet tall, or dwarf varieties perfect for pots and small gardens such as teddy bear, and also multi-headed types which provide a longer blooming period and plenty of seeds. To plant them, you need to find a sunny spot. You want a spot that gets at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight daily. Plant the seeds directly into the soil after the last frost, as sunflowers don't transplant well. Sow them about an inch deep and 6 to 12 inches apart, depending on the variety. Sunflowers prefer well-draining soil with plenty of organic matter. Water regularly, especially during germination, but avoid overwatering as they don't like soggy roots. Tall varieties will probably need staking to prevent them from toppling over in strong winds. To harvest the seeds, wait until the back of the flower head turns brown and the seeds are plump. Cut the head off and hang it upside down in a dry place to cure before harvesting the seeds. Sunflowers are heliotropic, which means their buds follow the sun across the sky during the day. Once they bloom, they usually face east. The tallest sunflower on record was a staggering 30 feet and 1 inch and was grown in Germany in 2014. And a single sunflower head can contain up to 2,000 seeds. Well, that's about it for today. Sunflowers are truly a gift from nature, offering beauty, utility and a touch of sunshine to any garden. Whether you're growing them for their seeds, their flowers or just for fun, they're sure to bring a smile to your face. Thanks for tuning in to Local Gardener. Don't forget to follow us for more gardening tips and plant stories. And if you grow some sunflowers this year, we'd love to see your photos. Share them with us on social media. So until next time, happy gardening and keep it sunny.